Hello, Pisces friends. I'm Lachan Devi with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your November 2018 love and romance reading. As always, I would like to say thank you so much to all of those who thumbs up and like my videos. Thank you to all of those who comment and share my videos, and thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can also book a private reading with me now directly through the description box below. If you would like to know about your future long-term romantic partner, when you'll meet your partner, where you meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how you meet your partner, how to recognize your partner, and more, you can book a future partner reading with me now through the description box below, or you can book a reading again at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app. The link for that is instantgo.com/PowerLifeHypnosis. The links to my Instant Go to book a reading now and for my website are all in the description box below, so you can go ahead and check out those links. Pisces, this is a general reading, of course, so the messages may or may not resonate. If they do not, check your moon and your rising sign videos, as those messages may. You can also check your moon, sun, rising, and you can cross-watch the sign for your romantic interest in order to get additional messages about your love and romantic relationships during this month, November 2018. So, my dearest Pisces, let's go ahead and get started on our reading now. So I have here our theme, 2 predictions as to what we may experience. I have our love fortune as well as our guidance, so we can discuss how to use our free will in order to bring about the best outcome in our love lives this month. So let's get into these messages. All right, so Pisces, regarding the theme of what we may be experiencing here, I have 3 cards. The first card here is heart-to-heart conversations, and this card did come up in the reverse. This month I am using cards for my romance angels deck, or from my romance angels deck rather, in the reverse, because I feel as though it does provide some extra messages. So we have this heart-to-heart conversation card that came up in the reverse. We also have here a past life relationship. So this is a soulmate relationship, a relationship where there may be a soul contract here. And the getting to know each other card. So regarding the theme here, what could this signify? Well, with this heart-to-heart conversations card, it says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Nevertheless, because it came up in the reverse, this may be signifying a challenging relationship, a challenging conversation that may take place. Or it may be a challenge to have heart-to-heart conversations with this person. Likely on the other person's behalf. Maybe we are attempting to be open and honest with this person and we are not getting the same in return. However this resonates, and we'll see more so moving forward with the reading, however this resonates, again, we are having a heart-to-heart conversation, some news coming in that will be of significance in our love lives this month. Now, with this past life relationship card, it reads, you have known each other before. So again, this is looking like this is a connection that may be a little challenging. However, this is a soulmate connection nonetheless. So soulmates come in and out of our lives. Soulmates are not always meant to be in our lives forever. And we also have more than one soulmate. We have many soulmates that come, again, in and out of our lives. Some stay, some do not. And the purpose of these past life relationships is for us to clear some kind of karmic debt, or for us to learn some kind of karmic lesson, clear karma in some way. So we have that energy as well. So again, this may be a challenging time with this partner, or this may have been a challenging relationship in the past in some form. But this is a very important relationship, as again, it is allowing us to clear some theme that we needed to. or that we need to in this lifetime at this time. So this getting to know each other card speaks of revealing our innermost selves to each other. So we could be really getting to know who this person is that we are dealing with during this month, and we're going to go ahead and get into that in just a moment. So we could be really getting to know who this person is. And another thing I heard was getting to know who we are separate from this person, or how we may be the same or how we may differ. So there may be some revealing of who this person really is during the month of November. So let's see how that energy plays out again as we continue to move forward. So who could we be dealing with during this time? Well, let me say first, for our first prediction, I have here actually a lot of cards because some cards wanted to go ahead and jump out. So we have here this book card. We have the book. We have the coffin. We have my cute little pooch here with the dog. We also have together the letter and the writer. As well as the scythe. So first, let's go into who this could be signifying. Who is this person that we may be connected to romantically during the month of November? Regarding the sign, please keep in mind, of course, that this is a general reading, so some of these details may resonate, some may not, some may even describe yourself. So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and then we will go ahead and move forward into what this could be speaking of. So the signs that I'm getting here are Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'm also getting the signs of Taurus or Libra. I'm getting some Venus energy with this dog card. We could be dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising with this letter card. Perhaps a Leo, a fellow Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or a Virgo. And this could be somebody who wears glasses or contacts. Maybe they are nearsighted with this book card. Or if not, this can be somebody who is very intellectual, or somebody who perhaps is secretive or hides their true feelings, or someone who is quiet or shy. This could be somebody who has a chiseled look about them. For example, a chiseled jaw, an angular jaw. I'm seeing a theme of brown hair or dark hair with this dog and this coffin cards together. So darker hair, black, brown. They may have dark eyes. That's the thing that I'm seeing here. Dark eyes or deep set eyes, brown eyes. Sometimes with this dog card, this person could have a prominent tongue, a thick tongue. Again, that darker hair. So the body types that I'm seeing here are someone who may be very strong. With this rider card, the rider card rules the legs. So this is somebody who may be fit, lean, fit, good stature. Again, strong legs. Perhaps somebody who has a delicate build even. I am seeing somebody who can be burly in some way, or maybe have wide shoulders. If this is a male, this may be somebody who has facial hair, or maybe a little hairy. So now that we have the details here, what could this be signifying? So this could be signifying that, well, one thing that I can see with these 10s and these 9s are, there could be some kind of movement forward here. There could be a good outcome in this situation regardless of what turns out. I do see here that there are no clubs in this spread here amongst these cards, which is a positive thing because this is speaking of an overall positive spread. An overall positive spread here. So let's see. Yes, I do see here a positive outcome. Okay, so what could be going on? Well, with this book card, the book card represents secrets, things that are hidden, mysteries. So it could be that perhaps a secret is revealed that ends a soulmate connection. ends a soul contract. So we know when soul contracts are done because there are no more lessons to be learned in a connection. So if we are in a soulmate connection and we get to that point where, you know, perhaps it was challenging, allowing us to learn some important lessons or some necessary lessons, and we get to the point where there's nothing else that can be learned here, there's nowhere else to go, we know that that is the end of a soul contract. And to stay any longer would just be delaying the inevitable or creating more challenges for us. So there could be an ending to a soulmate connection, or it could be a mystery is revealed that ends the loyalty, the sense of loyalty in this connection. So with these two cards together, this is saying that there is some important news, a communication that again will be of significance. So we did have this heart-to-heart conversation once again. We did have this heart-to-heart conversation. So we can see that there may be some kind of message or news that comes from afar, which is going to be of significance. Somebody at a distance may bring some kind of news to us, and this may take place over text, over email, over social media, over some kind of written communication. Not necessarily, because this is a general reading. However, this generally speaks of written communication. Now, this written communication may lead to, with this side card, clarity about the connection, clarity about something important, which is why we have this getting to know each other theme coming up. So there may be clarity that comes to this situation, allowing us to see the innermost self of this person. Or this could be coinciding with this coffin card, because we do have an ending to something. This is the card in the center, speaking of an ending to something. So the side card also speaks of an ending. These are the two ending cards in the Lenormand. So this ending may come swiftly and suddenly, or it could be challenging, this ending. But again, it seems as though whatever occurs here, this ending will bring about a positive outcome. Again, we have no negative cards here. So look out for something to be revealed, something hidden, something that is a mystery, something that is unknown is likely going to be brought to the light. What is done in the dark is always brought to the light. So something unknown is going to come up, again, perhaps through communication, from afar, from someone at a distance, bringing this ending here, or bringing clarity to this situation. So let's move forward toward our second prediction here. Okay. So, for our second prediction, we have a journey. A journey. Court person. Unexpected money. And on the top and the bottom, we have here short illness and sad news. So let's go ahead and start with these cards here. So the short illness and this sad news card may be speaking of, again, some challenges in this situation, whether it be a conversation or just the dynamic going on here, the situation, the circumstances. This may bring some challenges. Okay, we may be finding out news that is less than favorable, causing us to feel a little burdened at this time, or just a little down. Not our normal selves may bring some challenges here. However, it does look like with this journey, court person, and unexpected money combination here, that some of us may be, yes, moving forward. There's some type of movement that is going to occur this month in this situation. So some of us may be moving, some of us may be leaving behind an old and familiar situation for something new. And this signifies that we may be making that decision, which is going to bring an unexpected benefit, or maybe bringing us a more positive situation. So that can be the learning of lessons. That could be allowing us to move forward into a more beneficial and more fulfilling situation. This can also be speaking of perhaps somebody asking us to do something that we're not completely comfortable with. So we may be turning that down. Some movement forward again. Perhaps moving forward after some dispute. So this heart-to-heart conversation here, or this communication, may also be filled with disputes or leading to some dispute. And we may be choosing to move forward from that. However, again, we do have this energy of transitioning from one stage to another, moving out of this one circumstance towards something better. Movement is indicated here, movement forward. So again, we have that ending, which can be speaking of transitions into something new, because with every ending comes a new beginning. When we make that decision to end those soul contracts, when we make that decision to take or remove something that is not serving us from our lives, that opens up a void, which is a beautiful place, because that void can be filled with something much more fulfilling for us. So that's where that unexpected money card comes in. Something much more beneficial is on the way to us. So that is something to celebrate. That is something to be excited about. What is not working for us will be removed and replaced with something that we want, something that we like. And that is often what happens in these past life relationships. Once they are removed from our lives, we are able to move forward in a much more beneficial way, because we've learned lessons, we've grown through these soulmate relationships. Any relationship that comes into our lives and allows us to learn, grow, evolve, transcend in some way, those relationships, those past life relationships, are positive. It may take time for us to recognize that, because initially we may be going through this energy, or rather this energy, the short illness energy, which is temporary, which speaks of a temporary setback. Feeling, it's like a cold. You know, a cold only lasts for so long, and a cold, we may feel miserable for that, week. However, it's only a short period of time, and then we move forward in good health. So that can be what is going on in this situation. So I had a lot of cards come out again for our fortune. So let's go ahead and get into this. Yes, we will be receiving some news from afar. You will receive news from afar. So we will be receiving some kind of message from afar that is of importance here. I also see the sign of Mercury up top. So that is a sign of these heart-to-heart conversations. That is a sign of these communications. Nevertheless, because it is in the reverse, again, it could be challenging, a challenging conversation, a conversation that brings us some sad news. Or we may have to be sending somebody else some sad news. Of course, this is a general reading. The message could be reversed. The messages may be reversed. But we have this communication that keeps coming up. And the interesting thing is, with this Hand of Fate card, it's looking like forces beyond our control are intervening here. Forces beyond our control are intervening here. And we also have the gate. We also have the gate saying a barrier keeps us from our goals. So it's interesting because there is a barrier. It's like both of these things are stopping us. Both of these things are stopping us from moving forward. And this is for the better. It could be, I'm picking up that this soul contract may be coming to an end. And we may be moving forward. We are being blocked from moving forward in this past life relationship. It is time for us to move forward. So we're being blocked, stopped from continuing this situation here. And this is likely going to come through this communication through this news that we receive from afar. So a barrier is keeping us from moving forward with this situation. A barrier is keeping us from our goals due to these forces beyond our control. So this can be, you know, spirit, God, the universe, our higher power, our guides, our guardian angels that are stepping in. There's a divine intervention leading to us going in a different direction. Sometimes we need a little help. Sometimes we need a push. Look, it's pushing us. Move forward. It's pushing us. So we may need a little push from spirit. We may need a little push from our spiritual support team, causing us to move forward. So boop, we're being pushed. And we are being guided through the darkness, the moon. So there may be, with this moon card, of course, some things that are hidden. Some mysteries of significance here, things that we do not know. Also, using our intuition could be of benefit for us during this time. Let's use our intuition, that wonderful, wonderful water sign intuition that we have. Let's trust ourselves. If we are feeling guided to go in one direction, we are likely right. Let's trust that still small voice, however. Because that is the voice of our intuition versus our ego-based self. So our ego-based self, we know we can tell the difference. That ego voice is the one that's louder, that's, you know, trying to yell at us, do this, do this, do this. And then we have that quiet voice behind there that whispers, this may be the right direction to go in. We should do this. This will benefit us. Let's listen to that still small voice behind that louder one that is trying to tell us what to do. Speaking of which, again, the moon. So things may be hidden. Things may be hidden. It's interesting because this is a full moon. So it could be that, you know, things come to a head here. The full moon. We also have that full moon on the, what is it, the 7th or the 9th? The 7th, I believe. That is of significance in the sign of Scorpio. So there may be some change and transformations. We may be using our intuition, going within to uncover what needs to be uncovered. To look at what is no longer working for us. Pay attention to your intuition, Pisces. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. And we do have this snake card. So we may have a snake in our midst. There may be a snake in our garden. Somebody may not be completely honest and truthful here. There may be some betrayal that goes on. Snake, your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path, but be careful. Be careful in this situation. Be careful with this person because, you know, this person may be lying in wait to attack here. So be careful. Be careful with this connection. Trust your intuition and do what is beneficial, the most beneficial for you. Trust your own judgment. Oh, judgment. Trust your own judgment. Judgment. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. So we may need to, again, go within. Go within. Listen to ourselves. For some of us, it could be a good idea to do some automatic writing with our higher selves. So it could be a good idea to get a journal, get a piece of paper, something to write with, and start off with perhaps how we feel. You know, just write down the first thing that comes to our mind and just continue writing, continue writing, continue writing. No need to look at grammar or how we are writing, just writing down our stream of consciousness. And when we do that, it is usual that the answer to our challenge reveals itself by just writing and writing and writing and letting the answer come out. So some soul searching, especially with this full moon energy here that's coming up again. So this is really speaking of the full moon happening here on the 7th. If it's in the 9th, you can correct me in the description box, but I believe it's on the 7th. So let's really use that new moon energy. Let's use that new moon energy to go within, and it's in a fellow water sign. So we can be looking at our emotions as well. And again, seeing how relationships, how certain aspects of our lives may not be allowing us to show up as our best selves in our lives, how things may be keeping us back or holding us back from shining our true light, from attaining our wishes, So again, it could be a good idea to do some inner work, trust our own judgment, trust our intuition, reveal what is really going on underneath the surface. Death. So again, we have a lot of energy here regarding endings, cutting what no longer serves us out of our lives, changes, transitions, leaving an old and familiar situation for something better. Death. A time of natural transition and transformation. So we're going through transitions, we're going through transformations, and that always brings about something better. Alrighty, my dears, let's go ahead and get into our guidance here. First off, we have card number 24, time for a nap. 13 in the reverse, fork in the road. Number 3, between worlds. Also, if you have a sign or if you are dealing with an Aries sun, moon, or rising, go ahead and check out that reading as well, because there may be some additional messages for you there. So if you have sun, moon, or rising, or Venus even. Unfinished symphony, number 10 in the reverse. So, Pisces, with this time for a nap card, in order to attain happiness, harmony, joy, abundance, of our wishes being fulfilled, of something better. It's interesting because we keep having that moon coming up. So this could be speaking of, again, using that new moon for our benefit. Nevertheless, this is speaking of us needing to take a rest, stop, reflect, go within. We don't need to continue moving forward or continue exerting our energy here. Let's conserve that energy and use it for ourselves. Let's use that energy for ourselves. Just like self-love, we have to put love into ourselves first before we do another person, lest we give others love from our own reserves. So let's maintain our energetic reserves. Let's take a nap. Let's rest. Let's pause. Let's pause for a moment so we can be rejuvenated. Let's rejuvenate ourselves, especially if we're feeling drained from this situation, because remember, we have this short illness, so we may need to recover from this by taking a nap, looking after ourselves for a change, just resting. This fork in the road card, number 13 in the reverse, says that we need to make a decision. We need to choose a path, make a decision, and that's going to bring more stability and security to our love lives, to our lives in general. And if we are choosing to stay still, if we are choosing to remain in a past life connection past its expiration date, we have to be accountable, take accountability for our actions, because we do have free will. We do have the ability to do whatever we want. So we can stay in this situation. We can take the worn path, which we already know about, which has led to this short illness and this challenging energy. However, it is being stopped. Again, we're being stopped here from moving forward. So this is for a reason. If we were meant to move forward, we wouldn't have this divine intervention. Nevertheless, we can continue to attempt to push down this path and keep going, you know, trying to achieve this goal. whatever this is with this person, you know, staying in a relationship with this person, or, you know, whatever this is, however this resonates. Or we can choose the path less traveled, and choosing the path less traveled can make all the difference. So we can stay here or we can move forward, but we must move one way or another. And again, if we decide to take the path that's been worn, we must take accountability for our actions, or we can move forward as long as we make some kind of decision. And do not be afraid that whatever decision you make may be the incorrect one, because Spirit loves to give us infinite chances. Our guides love to give us infinite chances because they want the best for us, and they are always co-conspiring for our benefit. But again, they're coming in. They're pushing us. They're encouraging us to push forward. They're pushing us in the direction of our dreams and of our goals and what it is that will be truly fulfilling for us. So we can struggle against that, try to go backward, or we can move forward. Now, with this Between Worlds card in the reverse, this says that we must be mindful of our expectations here. We must be mindful of our expectations. This is a period of transition here. Transformation, moving forward, beginning something new. The foundation has already been set, has already been laid, and now we are moving forward here. Nevertheless, it looks like what it is that we may have been expecting or hoping for or wishing for may not play out as we hope for. So we must let go of the need to control. We must allow, you know, Spirit, God, universe, a higher power, our guides, our guardian angels to take over and see. We must see what they have in store. We must see what they have in store. I just saw 3131 on the clock. Speaking of, yes, transitions leading to a positive new beginning. And we have that energy very strongly with that 3131 message. Also, us attaining more stability and more security. And we can empower ourselves through this situation here, through our choices, through our actions. We have the ability to bring more power to ourselves, to our lives, empower ourselves once again. So again, let's be mindful of what we are expecting, because what it is that we are expecting may not truly, or may not work out, because again, we are being blocked from that. We're being blocked from that, and there is divine intervention here. And what is on the other side may be much more beneficial for us. And a lot of the time, our higher self and our spiritual support team, all those guiding us, they know a lot more than we do. They will know more than we do. So our ego-based selves, our smaller selves, may say that we want something, and we may not be aware of the beauty that is on the other side, because if we are so used to a certain situation, we may be attempting to move forward there. Also, it can be something from our ego, because our ego wants what our ego wants, and sometimes it is difficult for us to accept defeat, or it is sometimes difficult for us to let go of what we thought we wanted so badly and move forward into the unknown. However, in the unknown is where the magic lies. Everything that we could ever want, all of our dreams, all of our goals, everything is right outside of our comfort zone. I'm getting chills. So I do feel as though we may be embracing a new beginning, embracing what is unknown, embracing the unknown, because again, everything that we could ever want, dream of, hope for is right outside of our comfort zone. If it were within our comfort zone, we would already have it. So let's step out of our comfort zone. Let's step into the unfamiliar and see all the beauty that is provided to us, that is already in store, that is already in the making. We just have to help by making that decision to move forward into something better. We have to help by letting go and releasing that which is keeping us from our goals, that which is keeping us back. So this past life relationship is of great benefit to us because it put us in the right place. It put us in the right place to bring about what it is that we truly want. Unfinished symphony, number 10 in the reverse. So yes, there's an ending of one cycle and the beginning of something new. However, we must not procrastinate. We must attend to our unfinished business, because that staying still, that choosing the path that's already been worn down, by procrastinating, by not making a decision. That can bring self-sabotage. That may be a method of self-sabotage. So we are being encouraged to move forward. Even if we feel as though we are stumbling forward, it's better to stumble forward than to stay still or fall back. So let's stumble forward, or let's move forward into better circumstances, into sunnier skies, right? We're going to move forward past all this moon energy to the sun, to the sun. We may become illuminated as well. Okay, so again, let's close that chapter. Let's stumble forward, or walk forward, glide forward, skip forward, prance forward, whatever we want to do, as long as we are moving forward. And we are seeing again all that spirit, all that, you know, our higher power has in store for us by making that conscious decision to move forward into something better for us. So let's make that phone call. Let's meet for dinner or meet for lunch, or let's talk on the phone. Let's use that written communication. Let's have that heart-to-heart conversation so that we can move forward into this beautiful new chapter. And let's go ahead and go into our postcard from Spirit, last but not least, Pisces. So this card reads, Dearest Pisces, there is a balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. Activity and rest, ebb and flow. You cannot have one without the other. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is surrender and non-resistance. Soon enough, you will see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times when you must trust the river of your life. Go with the flow. And in no time, you'll reach what you have your heart and hopes set on. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above water and will direct the currents. When it is time for greater effort, you'll know exactly when you'll need to work those manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow cycles of your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we are right there with you, with our little umbrella drink, smiling at your success. Love you so very much. So that is a beautiful way to wrap up this reading. So my dearest Pisces, go ahead and thumbs up, like this reading if the messages resonate with you, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And if you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so again at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com, or you can book a reading with me now directly through the description box below. So much love, much light to you all, and I wish you guys the best of luck in this situation. Again, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe so we can check back in on this situation during the mid-monthly readings. So Pisces, I love you all, sending you all so much love and so much light, always and forever. Mwah. See you soon.